So we're gonna start putting these two items together. Basically, you know, I'm here today. I actually have two cameras going. I got both my mics on. One's connected to one, one's connected to the other. One of the things we're going to be doing is putting this vanity together, and another thing we're going to be doing is basically putting these shelving rack together. So yeah, we'll hang out and do it. We're going to get it from two different angles. I'm going to talk and do my thing as I go. Cool little thing, so I'll let you guys know. Basically, what I'm doing is I got these DJI mics. I actually have a Osmo Mobile 8 gimbal. Another thing I have is I have this awesome action camera, and we're just going to let this thing run. We're going to do it while we put it together, and I'll be you know, talking as I go. So I'm gonna put the vanity together first, because it's usually the hardest and most aggravating thing to do. So I'll pull all my pieces out and figure out what's what. Fortunately for me, I'm actually pretty good at this and pretty quick at it, so I don't really have much of a thing I got to do here. The hardest thing about it is making sure you don't put anything in backwards. You know, and I'll face this way so you guys can get a better angle on what's going on here. So luckily, we get lucky, because sometimes you get these things and they don't, you know, number them and everything of that nature as you'd like them to. But it's looking like we got lucky today, because they got everything pretty numbered pretty good. So sometimes you'll get them and the sticker will be worn off or something, and then it just ends up becoming this whole thing. And so typically, I really don't do stuff like this, but I was like, you know, this awesome lady reached out to me earlier this week, and basically I, you know, was like, yeah, I'll come do it. Brandon was supposed to come do it today, but he didn't. He got sick and whatnot, which is not a huge deal. That's Brandon's actually pretty good. He doesn't ever really call out too much, so kind of just happens that way sometimes. And things I notice about stuff like that is, you know, I kind of can tell when it's meant for me to be somewhere versus when it's not. The universe has a way of, you know, basically just letting me know certain things. So it's always fortunate, you know, how the universe will pull you places and let you know certain things. And I think we about got all the pieces out of here. I probably should have laid everything out a little bit better, but I'll get this box out my way, then I'll have more room to work. You know, pretty neat. I don't think I got anything else in here. I don't know why I'm putting it together though, when I'm like, damn, where's that piece at? So I'll get my box out the way. You see, I got my backpack. This is my baby right here. Backpack, I take it everywhere with me. And you better believe I got the drone out there in the vehicle. And I'll probably make a cool little cutaway, you know, as I go. You know, these people said I could take some footage with the vehicle outside, so it'd be cool to put the drone up in the air in a different neighborhood. So I'm real big on all this stuff. I don't know what makes me like that, but I am. And let's see, check my angle, make sure oh yeah, that's beautiful. So the action cam is getting a good angle and everything. It's gonna watch me put it together. So me personally, I am one of those people. I will make sure that I look at my instructions as I go, because a lot of people will get somewhere and they'll start, you know, they'll start doing stuff and won't even think twice to look at the instructions. And I tell you what, I've learned my lesson about that. So kind of know better. Oh, that's cute. It's got these little lights on there, so I'm sure that's a later thing. So awesome. Guess we'll start doing all the fun stuff. So let's see, we got step 1 here. It's going to be board number 2, so let's find that. Where's board number 2 at? Oh, here's a number 2. Let's see, we got another number 2. That's a number 1. So I'm sure these would be right around with each other. So we get board 1 and board 2. I'm sure these will probably be the side legs. Let's see what this baby says. So we got E, and let's find K. Where's K at? Oh, there's K. And then CL. Where's CL at? That says C. That's B. This is for a drawer. Yeah, this is always the hardest part here. These say S, but I don't see S on this thing. So I got 1 right here. This tells me to bring 3. I'm seeing 3 in step 2. So I'm gonna assume this is like this. So I'll just take 1 of these, and worst case scenario, I have to change something around later. Not my favorite thing to do, but I'll do it. Wow, so it comes with a, that says drawer right. Oh, this is gonna be a fun little part right here. This is not very helpful right here. CR, CL, okay. So CR and CL. Let's see, RR. Oh, it's not really helping me much. This is not cool. The best part is it doesn't really show me a picture. Left, right. Alrighty then. Get the party started. So that's a drawer. That's a drawer. So I'm sure it's got to be these pieces right here. If not, I get the luxury of figuring it out later. So it is what it is, right? Let's see. Drawer. Those are drawer tracks. We'll set them to the side. The sad part is once this thing starts going together, it goes by pretty quick. Start getting the hang on it. So we got the 2 here. It's facing this way in the picture. We're going to take this. It looks like boom, hole. Let's go put these dowels in. That's E. So let's see what we got here. There we go. There we go. Some dowels in. Alright, we're going the right way. Okay, these are bottom pads for the floor. See the phone's going off. Let's see what's going on here. People added me on Snapchat and stuff. The sad part is I don't even use Snapchat. So, good luck with that. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little confused here. So I'm sure this is one of those things where I'm gonna assume it goes like this. I mean, that's the best thing I can figure out. Doesn't really tell me much. It's one of those things where you kind of just gotta figure it out, I guess. So we'll do that. I'll add these pads later. One thing I learned about stuff like this, you do all that later. Doesn't really. All right, that's number 2. Step 1 complete. Step 2. We'll put this on here, and then we'll put the right side on. And I'm sure the right side, so this is facing this way, like this in the picture. We're gonna even it up on the edges here. Bada boom, bada bang. Okay, let's see what else. Which way is this facing? This is on this side, and I'm sure this is like this. And we're gonna put this in the same spot that this side's in. Because if we don't, we'll be paying for it later. So I'm sure these are our 2 side pieces right here. Okay. Looks like we're positioned like it is in the picture there. And this is the part where I go, dang, where did I put those freaking screws at? Typical me move. There they are. Cool. We got this right here. Bam, bam, bam. Then we look at the picture right here to make sure we're facing the right way. Looks like we are. Okay, we are. All right. Step 2. Let's see. Step 3. 13. Where's that at? I gotta find piece number 13. Bing, bing. 15. 14. 20. Oh, here's a 13. So definitely when we're doing this stuff, always try to spread everything out where you can see what's going on. So we got piece 13. That is scary when you think about it. So it's got us face down. There's another 13 somewhere. 20. Let's see. 15, 14, 10, 9. Oh no. Oh no. Is there only 113? There is only 113. I see now. Okay, cool. So this is one of those things, if you're not used to putting this crap together, it's very easy to get confused with it, because Jesus Christ, man, I tell you what. So we got that. So we're gonna put another CR. So let's see. So that's this way. Oh no, that doesn't look right. R. It's not showing my holes like it should. Unless I'm doing it. Haha. Gotta put things in perspective, baby. Okay. Alright, then we got the more H screws. Look at that. Once this thing gets going, it gets going, son. Handy dandy drill. Feel like Bob the Builder sometimes. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. And, man, I tell you what. The sad part is I could sit here and talk to myself all day long. I already talk to myself all day long. So, it makes it pretty interesting. I think I got it in the right spot. If I don't, I'll know later on. So I wonder when it's going to start putting all these, what do they call those? They call them something. It's those little, metal things with the daggum. It's the little metal things with the daggum. It's like you put it in there and then the screws into it. Then you gotta have it a certain way. A cam or something like that. I'm not really sure what they call them. These little things here. I hate them. They're like very genius, but they're freaking retarded at the same time. Alright, so now we're back to piece number 3. So we find 4, 5, and 6. So piece number 3, back to this, and then we find 4, and this is 5 and 6. So let's see what we got here. Alright, step 4. We're gonna do this right here. Me, what I like to do is I like to try to put everything in the same way that the pictures are, so I can kind of gauge what's going on there. So it looks like, okay, I'm seeing now, I'm seeing, so I got to be careful with these. Yeah, they don't make this very easy. They're not really telling me, hey, do that. So those are those pieces. Now I'm seeing what's going on. Oh, really now? See? That's not good. It almost is as if something is missing. Nope, I found it. There it is. Cool. Two. Alright. So number four right here. This is up like this. And then we take this. So I like to make sure all this stuff is meeting like it should before I just go to screwing away, because what happens is I get to that first click like that, you do it too much, you're in a world of trouble. So it'll be wobbling and stuff, and so luckily for me, I'm one of those, I'm gonna do the hardest thing first kind of people, because if you don't, you'll be in a world of trouble. There's 6 right here, so we got 4. Let's see, we'll do 5 on there next. So I mean, this stuff isn't very hard. It's really all about, just following the daggone instructions. Doesn't really tell me if there's a right or wrong way to do this. I'm sure this is just a brace piece for the other leg right there. So we'll pop this on like that. So I'm kind of glad I came by myself to do this, because having 2 people in one area to put these together, and it's also a good chance to get some cool make a cool little video and stuff, and kind of explain to people what's going on. And a lot of people will get a misconstrued idea. They say, oh, that's all you do is you put furniture together and you're just a handyman and stuff like that. Well, no, this isn't all we do. We do this just to basically meet people and make people happy, surprisingly enough, nobody cares about stuff like that anymore. So this looks like it's the same ordeal. That piece is kind of smack dead in the middle. This, from what I'm seeing on this picture here, is right here. So I have to finagle some stuff, and you kind of got to be real careful with this as you go, until you start getting pieces put together and whatnot. It just becomes aggravating. And a lot of times you don't really know what the ordeal is going to be. So like me, I can almost bet that this is going to be the piece for right here. gotta be careful with it because this stuff will wiggle up and down and things of that nature. And what you don't want is you don't want, you know, it to basically be falling apart while you're trying to do it. That ain't never no good. So it's kind of one of those things is once you've done stuff like this 100 times, you pretty much can gauge, you know, what is or isn't going to work, and you can kind of skip around the instructions just a little bit better. Yeah, I got that lined up good. So now awesome. So now we got that stuff on there. What is this? That says 7. Here's number 2 over there. So now looks like it's wanting us to put the other side on, and then another thing it's wanting us to do is start putting these babies in, which a lot of times it's good to just go ahead and put these in. And the crazy thing about these is it's got these little arrows on it that tell you which way it's supposed to point. That way when you put the other pieces in there, and it helps a great deal. Then we'll start putting our number 2 piece on. So let's see, how does this work? So it's looking like it goes like this, and I like to see there's no way it goes like that, so it doesn't really I mean, I guess this is the only thing that makes sense right here, huh? It's another thing too, you just got to use a little bit of common sense while you're doing this crap, man, because if you don't, you'll be lost. I remember when I first started doing this stuff, man, I'd put these things together and have to take them apart, and I see why people, you know, hire people to do stuff like this, because sometimes it's just not fun. It's not fun at all sometimes. Make it easy enough and hard enough. A lot of people just doesn't want to be caught up doing this. You know, they got better things to do. Luckily for me, I got nothing else better to do than to come put people's stuff together. Yeah, I'm not the complaining type. I like doing stuff like that. My favorite thing to do is to get out and meet people, and you know, I love making people happy when I'm done. Another thing is like these little jobs like this are always awesome because it's something I can do in a few hours, and basically from there I can see, look at that, just like that. Almost skipped a step. But like I was saying, I could do this in a couple hours and I'm done, make my little bit of money. You know, I don't really charge too much for stuff like this. And then the best part about it is I get the Google review basically saying, hey, we made, you know, somebody happy again. And I remember when I first started this whole company, man, we do stuff. I did stuff for free left and right, you know, just in the name of old Google, you know, because if people don't know you'll show up or whatnot, they don't know to hire you. That's kind of what it all boils down to. That is top piece. Here, we'll turn this over because I gotta make sure these are lining up like I want them to. There we go. There we go. Nice. Two clicks. Awesome. Oh, I'm sure that goes on the side right there. Okay, I was sitting there wondering about this plug thing. For some reason in my mind, the plug would be on the top. But it's not. And as usual, I was right. This goes like this now. Look at that. We're getting somewhere. So now it's looking like, oh, we can get number 13 in there. Cool little thing I should probably do in the process of this is put these in, because they're gonna have to go in. And when you get everything in the way, it's just a little bit more difficult to put this stuff in. And yeah, I'm sure. Oh no, I got these huge fingers, so my stubby little fingers make some things hard. I remember I wrecked my drone and I went to fixing it the other day, and those screws, oh my God, they're like the smallest little screws in the world. And I'm sitting there trying to get these screws out, and I'm trying to get them back in. I got these big old sausage fingers, and ooh, it was a nightmare. I got to make friends with somebody with some cute little fingers, I guess, so they can help me when I'm struggling to put my damn fix anything. Fortunately for me, I'm one of those, oh, I'll persevere, and then I'll figure it out. Coolest thing about this whole thing is there's a lot of people that had their they wasn't planning on me doing this. I'll put it like that. They wasn't planning on me getting this far, or being able to figure it out. Being able to figure it out like I did, but luckily for me, I don't really care. I've never been one to care what people think or want. Can't really do things the way in accordance to what other people want. When you do, it just never goes the way you want it to. People don't care about you. They'll tell you anything. And a lot of people will tell you, oh, you can't do that, or there ain't no way, and all that mumbo jumbo. And then you start doing it. Then everybody wants to be your best friend. Or it was, always knew you would, and all that bullshit. Or BS. I'm sorry, I gotta be careful of my choice of words, because I'm gonna post this stuff. I always do. I ain't doing this for my health. I like to get on camera, talk, do whatever I'm doing, and let people know that basically they can do it too. That's what it's all about. It's all about inspiration. You get out here and doing stuff for just the money, you'll never get nowhere. And me, fortunately for me, I'm not very money motivated. I'm more of like I'm like anybody else. Of course, I like making money. I got bills to pay, and a business to run and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it ain't all about the money. People make stuff all about the money. They never get successful. They'll all be sitting around wondering, crying, talking about, why me? Okay. I think this is a cup holder or something. That goes on this side. This cool little piece. It goes over here somewhere. Looks like right there. And what are those screws? Q? I ain't seen no Q screws. They're trying to confuse me. Oh, there's the Q screws right there. I hope this ain't one of those things where it only comes with certain screws, because I drop these things, and boy, I tell you what, boy, I ain't got the best eyes in the world. I love when Brandon's with me, because that joker can see I drop stuff, and he finds it all the time. Carlos on it ain't as bad as me. And Carlos is a little older, so he you know, I think my business probably a little bad, because I spend a lot of time in front of a screen and reading and whatnot. But then when I think about it, ooh, don't want to overscrew. Don't want to overscrew. If you overscrew, it won't do what you need it to. El Salvador. Let's see, H and P. Let me find P. Where's the P at? Some kind of strap. J. H. Oh, it's a setup. Might be in here with it. It was, in fact, not in there with it. Let's see. H. L. P. D, M, F, G. Oh, so I don't see P anywhere. That is no good. No good. Let's see, is there a ordained way this goes on here? It doesn't really look like it. It just looks like it just goes in there. I'll do this like this. I'll do what makes the most sense, which is that right there. Maybe I'll find P wherever it's at, but I don't see it anywhere. That or I'm reading this thing wrong. Oh, I am reading it wrong. H. The plug was P. Thomas. Jesus, get it together, man. I'll throw them on there, because if I don't. All right. Got that on there. Now for the L. Is that what it was? L. Yep. See how this goes on. Oh, so pretty nifty, I guess. It just goes on there like that. This goes back here. And what it does, I don't lie to you, I really don't know yet. I guess we'll find out. Probably shouldn't have tightened it on that tight just in case. So I got something to grip to later. Alright, I'm step 8, 9, and 10 now. Let's see. Piece number 1. Is that what this is? That's exactly what this is. So, if I'm not mistaken, Okay, that's... What in the world? That scares me a little bit for some reason. Because how do I get my screws through there? Let's see what's right there. Let me see something real quick. See one. Oh, I'm tracking. I'm tracking now. I am tracking now. It's hard to call it though, man. No, this is definitely the top. That's definitely the top. There's something that's going to be attached to all that. I'm sure it's going to be a mirror piece or something. So we'll do this like this. So what this thing wants me to do is now I get to use these pieces. So what I'll do is I'll put this like this. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. We're gonna skip a bunch of shit. Okay. So let's see. Let's find those things. That's not it. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta. Oh, that's right. Now I remember where these go. Okay. So I'm gonna start from over here. There she is. Can't forget this thing. Alright, let's. So always put this thing in the way it's supposed to be, and I try to count the holes as I go. So skip to him, go here. Do that. Bam, bam, skip that. Be careful with these. You gotta go directly in, because if you don't, messes with the integrity of these things real bad if you don't. See, a lot of people, I put these things together with people and they, be real confused. I'm like, I can't read that diagram that well. Bing, bing, bing. Last one, see 2, 4, 6, 8. Awesome. Alright, we got that on there. So it just had me put that on there. Let's see. So step 9. Now it's got me jumping around. Okay, so we'll go 12 and then find the 11s. See, let's come over here and find it. See, 9, 11, 20, 8, 19, 14, 15. Is 12 the mirror? It looks like 12 is the mirror. Okay, let's figure this out. So let's sit them somewhere. I'm gonna try to put this stuff where I can see it clear as day. What I'm looking for are not those. These right here. Okay. And back to my E's. Take these. Let's see what it was I want me to do. What's me to put? You know, if you can see me. We lost me for a second there. Here, we'll bring this over here and get a better. Oh no, we're not going to do that. Well, I tried. You guys are stuck over here. Here, I know what I can do. I'll move this out the way so you can see better. All right, 11, 11, 11. Back to this. So, put these bad boys in on the side. What the stuff going on the phone, I'll get to all that in a minute. For some reason, everybody in the world seems to think, hey man, you're not busy. Why they think that, I have no idea, but it is what it is. Another thing is Saturday, so business is technically closed today, and nobody cares about that neither. Just so you know, you ever get into home services, people don't give a damn what your operating hours are. We're back to looking for pieces. Let's see. 7. Is this it? 9. I'm try to bring this stuff closer up here so I can get to it a little bit better. I still gotta put that piece over there together. So I don't think that one's gonna take as long as this one. Alright, so we got 9. So the key to this is, like I say, putting these things how it's supposed to be. It doesn't really tell me. I don't know if it really matters, honestly, from what I'm looking at. 9, and then I'm gonna need the 7. So what I like to do is I like to look at these things. And sometimes, especially when you start getting towards the nitty gritty. So 7 will be like this. This goes like this. So this will actually go on top of this right here and get screwed in. Alright, let's look at it. So 9. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. That looks like it makes the most sense. So back to them things. It says C. Oh, there we go. This is another thing we can do. We can do it like this. So it looks like it's throwing it away from me. So I don't know which was the best way to do this. We'll assume it goes like this. I always try to, like I said, I always try to put stuff in the orientation of the damn picture because it makes it where you can see it better. And see, that's how you get the answer right there. See, now I know because these go in like this. So 1, 2. And then take these. Now we can get to them daggum things. Alright. So I didn't even tell you guys, so these people were so awesome. They made me some coffee as soon as I got here. Treated me like I was coming home from an extended trip or something, like they missed me. That's one thing I love about working with some of these people, man. They treat you so good, man. And I tell you what, some of these people treat me better than my own family. So that's always nice to have. Okay, we got that. So now, that's the gig here. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So I'm sure that number 8 piece will be the same way as this. Oh no.
Thomas, would you like something to drink? Coke? Sweet tea? Orange juice? Apple juice?
Not right this second. Maybe once I finish getting this piece put together, then I'll probably click you up on that offer.
Let me know which one you want.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. See, and just like that, be the wrong way. See, get this far along on it. You know what my tall tail was? My tall tail was the edge, the unfinished edge. So I make the unfinished edge always line up. So that always tells you. I guess I should also known by the mortises and the piece. But hey, we're not all perfect. It's all part of it. Get to that first click. That's it. Anything past that, you're setting yourself up for failure. These things aren't made for all that torque. Okay, so we got the first one of these put together. I wonder how that's gonna work or come together. Let me think. So we got number 10 now. Where's that at? No, it's right here. So that's and then we'll be going. I bet this goes in like this to that. So I'll mimic this right here. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I know the finished edge is not supposed to be exposed. Oh, what is that? Is that 10-8? Yep, it sure is. How did you know? So this would go like this. Nice. Okay, so we'll put this bad boy on too. Bam. 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 Okay. And let's see what's next. Oh, I like that. Okay, I see what's going on now. It's all coming together. know what? So I came up with this really cool idea. I'm not gonna tell you guys because somebody will steal my idea. But just know I'm gonna make one and I'm gonna put a prototype and then I'm gonna basically present it to everybody and be like, hey, you know, da 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 da. This is what we got to offer. Let me know what you think. You know, it'd be really cool. So like on this camera right here, it's my gimbal. So it'd be cool as if I can like do something like this and it'll zoom in so you guys can get a better, you know, up close or whatever. I don't know, I was just thinking. But I still got the action cam going. Let me shut up and put this thing together. I got stuff to do today. I want to go fly my drone. All right. So here we are. We got these. Step 12. I think there's only 50 more pages left on this book. I'm just kidding. It's really not, but it sounded cool. So it's got my things. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Alright, what is that? It says, oh, that's on there. Let's see. G and H. G. And here's some H's, and then where's the rest of those H screws at? Right here. Awesome. So, spin this around. Oh no. That's what you don't want. It's not really a big deal right this minute. Alright. I think there's like a little bench or something I gotta put together for this too. I know we're getting close because this would be a black floor, I'd be screwed with these screws. Because the screws are black and, like I said, like I was telling y'all earlier, I don't got the best eyes. So, me, when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm bringing something together. I like to go corner to corner. That way I don't, you know, run the risk of
Do you leave it in skin on? How do you like it? Your monkey. And a ring thing?
yeah, sometimes you just kinda gotta come up with the best way to make this stuff work. Okay. It's a double finish edge. I had to double check myself. Why is something's not right? Well, all this meets up right. You know what?
Yeah? I'll sit with you, okay? 2 minutes.
I know it's right because it's got all 4 of them up top. So, okay. Guess what? We'll just keep it moving. That's another thing too. So when you got stuff like this, and sometimes the holes don't exactly match, I like to alternate the side that I'm put my start off screw in, because what it does is it kind of forces it to come together better. What's weird is like this side lined up perfectly, and I know it's right. So that's not a question in my mind as to whether it's right or not. Fortunately for me, I'm one of those extremely attentive to detail people. So stuff like this takes longer. Got all these little parts and pieces and whatnot. I wonder how long I've been doing this for, which I'm not really gonna look until I'm done, because then I can say I stayed busy on it, which I know. No, I'm about there. Gotta use the restroom, but I'm trying to stay on this. Curious to know what those holes are for. That's all of that. Let's see. So that's the bottom of this thing. What is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's find my E's again. Where are they at? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Now this is the stuff in the daggone instructions that don't make no sense. So it wants me to put this piece with my top piece first instead of that's so crazy to me, instead of putting the top piece on and then putting this piece on. So luckily for me, I don't always follow the rules because I know better. It'd just be a lot smoother if I do it the other way first. You don't have a choice. Imagine that. So this has got to go like this. And I got to I didn't say that. This is so stupid. Maybe I should not use the magnetic clips while I'm doing this. Learn something today. Be good. I think we're still going on both the cameras. So I gotta come up with a better way to do this, because if I don't, I'm in a world of hurt. So this is like this. Like this. Okay. Okay, I see. So this will force us to line up. The solution here is to start screwing it together while you're doing it. This is it. I hate it when they do stuff like this. Stupid, because you got to make the dowels line up, and then when you get the one side right, you're going to be fighting to get the other side right. Luckily for me, I got a trick for it. I guess this is the part where it's always nice to have a helper or something, but you can get that first screw in there and it starts going better. How they say it? They used to tell me growing up, you gotta be smarter than what you're working with. The fun part is going to be trying to put this whole little setup on that thing, and then you got to make sure all those little things are turned the right way. What is that? 2 more? I see why they did it like this, so it hides a bunch of screws and all that good stuff. So the rest of it is dowels and making the little things tighten in from the top there. There we go. Guess that wasn't too bad. Oh, we got that on there. Oh, I guess technically I was supposed to put these in after. 'Cause screw it too tight, as we'll put little things on there. Alright. Yep, 15. Before attaching the bulb to the mirror, please remove the white sticker from the back of the bulbs. It's bulb time. So, let's. I bet I know what that strap's for. That strap's to keep it from falling over. That's what the molly's for. Drywall anchor. I picked that term up from some people from up north on a job that I did for them at one point in time. Guess I'll be figuring out where those go soon. I see the drawer pieces now. And then a little bench piece. So we're almost down to the nitty gritty of this thing. So now we're putting lights on. Oh no. Yeah, I'd rather do this like this. So if you don't, you'll be freaking having a party with all this crap. I'm trying to remember what time we got here. Look at that. So, let's see what this thing said. It says before attaching the bulb to the mirror panel, please remove the white stickers from the back of the bulbs. Let's see, is this what I'm thinking it's going to be? It don't seem like it. So there's something that goes these. I gotta find those. It's not really making sense, if you want to be honest with you. I do not see anything that makes sense. Oh, God. That's not ideal at all. They adhesive on there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I see why they want you to. Look at this sticker. This is gonna be a problem later, but can't really nothing I can do about that. Be honest with you. I mean, something I could offer a solution, but my solution would be to find a nut that would fit on the back of this. I just can't believe they don't have them. That's what it is, though. I remember when I first started doing stuff like this, I used to look up, what people paid for this stuff before giving them a price to put it in. And everybody's different. I'm sitting here thinking, like, am I going to turn this into a time-lapse thing, or I'm going to do it? But if I do that, you guys miss out on the whole audio. So maybe what I'll do is I'll probably, like, post the full video on YouTube. It's kind of difficult because I got the other camera over there as my, point or whatever. I don't really know how I'm gonna edit that up together or whatnot yet, so be something for me to figure out later. It's kind of cool how I don't have the noise canceling on, so I wonder if y'all can hear the stuff at the background. It was pretty awesome. This lady here was, it's her two daughters, and her grandson. And I guess her two daughters moved here to, help her keep moving along in life and stuff of that nature. And, when I got here, she was, telling me a story. I love when I get to meet the people that, tell me stories and, share personal things about their life with them. That's always a huge deal to me. And I love it because it makes it to where, Extra Hand isn't really like a soulless corporation, And, but basically, her husband passed, and I think she had a daughter that passed, and I know that's what she was telling me this morning. And, it's sad. It's, you hear these things other people go through in their life, and it's a pretty big deal, There's 2 extra lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe those are to change out later or something? If a bulb goes out? That's thoughtful, whoever made this. Care to know, maybe it goes somewhere else. Guess we'll find out when we get to the end of it. Set those to the side for now. Let's see, what else do we got here? So that's all of those, and then I'll go back here and plug these things up. I gotta check the fly map and make sure I can fly here. So I've been learning all this stuff about this drone, about airspace and stuff like that. It's crazy. I'm just sitting here thinking about flying my drone. I really want to go to the beach and fly it. So like last night, I probably stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I got this thing where I don't really sleep too much at night because I'm up thinking about stuff. I'm thinking about extra hand. I'm thinking about some of my other endeavors. I think I mentioned it on Facebook not too long ago that I was, starting a marketing gig, because I get people that hit me up all the time, and they're like, how do you do it and stuff like that. And like I was saying not too long ago, I'm not one of those people. I'm not very like money motivated. So I kind of, a lot of people, they start a digital marketing endeavor and stuff, and it's all about packages and how much can I charge for this, and stuff like that. So like kind of my whole ordeal is like I'd like to meet people where they are and figure out what their budget is, and basically ask them like listen to everything to do with their business. I like to hear their workflow from beginning to end and try to understand what's going on there. So basically I could say, well, you need to implement this, or you're missing this right now, and stuff like that. So I meet people halfway, and then gradually increase their their budget, the price they'll be paying to market kicks to help them leverage and position their business to put them in a better atmosphere. I'm not really, I know I'm going to list it as a marketing agency, but it's not technically going to be a marketing agency. It'll probably be like a, business development, and marketing. We'll help people put systems in place, automation, things of that nature, and I think what I'll start doing, like on my videos like this, I'll have these little things flying and say, this video is brought to you by Market Kicks, to give it some exposure. I mean, this isn't what I want to do forever. Eventually, I'll be paying people good money to come do this stuff. I just do that. This is like for fun to me. I'm literally here. I'm talking on camera. I'm putting this stuff together. A lot of guys, they get this stuff like that, and I've worked with them before, and they get there and they're rushing through everything, and they're trying to hurry up, and time is money, and I'm like, dude, like, enjoy your life, I would say a few choice of words. I remember I was under a period of incarceration, and I was under this period of incarceration, and I was talking to this guy. It was like a bunkie of mine, and he told me this story about these cows, and the story was something along like, there's this male cow, and he's going through the pasture, and he's basically like, there's these 2 cows, and the one's like, I'm going to run down, and I'm going to go see all the female cows, and the other one's like, well, while you're rushing around, I'm going to walk down and I'm going to enjoy all the female cows. I don't know why that come to my mind, but it did. So I got all the lights plugged in the back. So now I'm looking for, so wherever this goes, there's this goes over here. I ain't really trying to want to put it together the rest of the way, but I can't really screw it, mount it to the wall yet, because I don't really know where they want it. They kind of want to see everything put together first. So I'll wait, just have everything in place for it. Alright, let's see, now we start putting drawers together. 16, 18, 17. Let's see what we got over here. 16, 18, 17. And then another 16, 18, 17. And then there's our 19s. I wonder if these are like replacement tracks or if they going out to where I only see 2 drawers on it. Oh, you know what? They go on the side of the drawer. Thomas. I can't put 1,000 drawers in before. Alright. Oh man. 16, 18, 17. 16, 18, 17. No, this thing didn't come with like little handles or something. Oh, I think it did. That's what those are right there. Alright. What do I need? I need all my little pieces. Let's see. There's these. Go ahead and pull all this stuff over here. These. Get these back in place. Okay. So now F. Let's see. Get all these again. And then there's your I goes here. I feel like this is taking a hot minute. like, Jesus, I hope those can't see those dowels from the front. Get all my stuff in place. Might even put my daggone handles on. I think that would be the end of these because there's only one left. It's crazy. You get one spare. One daggone spare. They want you to put the handles on. Let's see, that's J. I think it comes with the I didn't even put the other drawer together yet. Oh, it's getting bad, y'all. I gotta use the bathroom pad. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this thing. I'm trying to make it through the whole video for y'all, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. There's that one. Let's put this together real quick. Man. Boom, boom. This. Oh, wrong way. All right. Sweet. Bam. 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 Almost there. Almost there. Seems like at the end of it, there's like one of everything left. I know some stuff will come with a lot of extras, and you get to the end of it, and you're like, man, did I forget something? How you second guessing yourself? But I guess it just depends on who the manufacturer is of the piece as to whether or not and last but not least, oh wow, that doesn't even give you the cheat code for the that would be why. Moves to the back. Moves to the back. And let's just use those 8 screws. Let's find 8s again. There we are. That's one down. Almost had a brain fart for a second there. So, whoa, what is going on? Cool. Let's see what's next. Step 21. Put the bins together. outside. Okay. And that's an outside. So, I'm sure all these little, okay, cool, I got it. What is it? E's and C's. Just down to the last little bit with all that. These are just braces. So I'll take this. Bing. 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 Let's see, we got way front, back. No, they're all the same. Okay, is it bing bing? One in the middle. Cool. That's almost the end of this one right here. I'll finish putting this together and then take me a quick restroom break, and basically what I'll do is from there I'll film the next piece going together, which I don't think the next one's gonna take nowhere near as long as this one. The book seemed a lot smaller. I think it's more stacking and stuff than anything. The rest of that's gonna be my bench here. I guess if I was smart, I'd put everything in on one side. Then I could just lay it flat and put my piece on. All this stuff to line up right. There we go. Bing. Then, that's what we do now. We put this in. There we go. Sweet. Well, I believe that is it. So, just for craps and giggles, so my screw covers, I'll do all that in a minute. But what we want to make sure of is that everything is functioning. I really just want to make sure these lights plug up. Little extra pieces. I'll just stick them all in there. I'll clean all this up in just a second. Alright. Let's see what we got here. If I'm not mistaken, I heard him say that this was going there, but oh, wait a minute. Where's that? There it is. An anchor. I'm gonna find out where they want it. I'll put it together. So I'm just doing this for y'all. This ain't even for me. Well, actually, it is for me too, because I want to turn it on. Oh, isn't that nifty? I don't know if you guys can. Oh, you see this? It's got 1, 2, 3 settings and off. That's nifty. I like that. But that sums this up. I put the little stickers and stuff on there to cover the screw holes. But I'll say squaw, I gotta use the restroom, and then we'll go put this together. So kudos.